Hey everyone, in this video I want to compare the Cold Steel Competition Throwing Axe with the World Axe League Competition Thrower. Okay, so we got both axes here back on the workbench and just wanted to go over some of the pluses and minuses, a little comparison between the two. So just up front, I'm not a competitive axe thrower. I just kind of like messing around in the backyard. If you are a competitive axe thrower, then this video is probably not for you. But if you're just someone that wants to, find a good axe, good durable axe that's going to work well in the backyard, and you're just messing around, then this video is for you. Okay, so first I want to look at this Cold Steel competition throwing axe. Okay, or hatchet, right? So it came just like this. It was $30. Okay, it wasn't sharp originally, even though it came with this little boot, which is probably gonna wear off after a little while. And I've had these both for about 2 weeks now. I've just been kind of whipping them at my pine target. I know pine's not the best, but we got to make do with what we have. So anyways, it didn't come sharp, but I had to sharpen it with my Dremel, which wasn't too hard. I mean, it took me a couple minutes, and I touched it up with a metal file a little bit. So, that was just a consideration. If you don't know how to sharpen, or you don't have a file or something, it wasn't bare dull, and it probably would still kind of work, but your chances are a lot better if it's sharp. So, yeah, so that was one thing. It didn't come with a case, okay, like the World Axe Throwing League Competition Thrower did. And by the way, if you need need some links to the bits I used on the Dremel, I'll leave that down in the description. Links for both of these hatchets, axes will be in the description below. But yeah, so that's the Cold Steel competition throwing axe. Next, we look at the World Axe Throwing League Competition Thrower. It came with this nice little case here, okay, and and as you can see, it's kind of getting a little dirty and stuff, but it's held up, okay, and it came sharp, okay, not crazy sharp, but it came sharp. But this one was $50, okay, so 50 versus 30. So yeah, so that's the two basically up front. Now, if we compare them, okay, first off, the weight. Let me get my scale out here. The weight is a pretty big difference. I think this one's almost a pound more than the Cold Steel. So let's weigh the Cold Steel real quick. Let's take a look here. All right, so we're looking at about 1 pound and 13.5 ounces or so, okay? And if we weigh the competition thrower, 2 pounds and 3 ounces, okay? So, I mean, I guess it's not a full pound, but it's a big difference when you feel it, okay? Now, there's pluses and minuses, to having a light axe or a heavy axe. Like I said, if you're just someone in the background, in the backyard, just messing around, the Cold Steel might be better for you, because if you're new to it, it's going to be easier to control, and also this handle's a little bit thicker, so it's going to be easier to control and maneuver if you're not as strong. However, this axe will deliver more force, right, when it hits the target, because it's heavier, because they're going the same speed. With this one, though, even though it's so heavy, at some point I had to kind of adjust my distance from the target, because the axe, if you see, maybe I'll put some videos in there, the axe would actually not rotate far enough as it would hit. Instead of, you want to kind of hit at this angle, if this is the target and we're looking down from the side of it, you want to hit like that, okay? And it would kind of come in and hit like this, or maybe not quite even make it that far. And so that caused a lot of, failures to stick into the wood. You could just, if you were used to it and you just kind of adjusted your distance, then this one would probably be fine. One thing that I really liked about this Cold Steel was the shape of it. Okay, so if you look right here, you see how pointy this is. And like I said before, you really want to try and hit, right, like at this angle, okay? Whereas when it's hitting like this, both of them don't stick as well. You really want to try and get like that. And this point is really, a nice point, nice and sharp. It's actually kind of dinged up a little bit from use, but that's to be expected. And you can see this one's a little more blunt and rounded. So again, this one is more likely to stick. So that's it on shape. Handle, as you can see, this handle's a lot thicker. okay, which again I felt like it was easier to control. I could get a better grip on it, better purchase, and I don't have the biggest hands in the world. Whereas this one with the weight of it, I felt like not only was it slipping out of my hands a couple times as it would just kind of slip out, but it was also rotating, okay, like rolling a little bit, and it would I would see that it would stick into the target a little crooked sometimes. So I mean, if you're a pro and you're doing this all the time and you're used to it, then maybe that's what you want. Maybe you want the precision of having this thinner handle. Okay, if you can see better in the camera, maybe if I push them up, you can see you have this thinner handle. Maybe that's what you want. So I guess that's about it overall. And they're both constructed really well. I can kind of show you they're both really solidly made axes. So overall, I think if I had to do it over again, and this one's $50, this one's $30. For the $30, this one I've been more successful with. It's sticking to the target. It's easier to control. People that aren't as strong, still won't get discouraged by the weight of the axe. I'd probably go with buying 2 of these versus buying $50 one of these. I can bet $60 I can get 2 of these. So that's what I think. Like I said, links are going to be in the description below for either one. Let me know what you think, how they worked out for you. And if you have any questions, leave them in the comments section below. I'll try to answer them. Please like, share, and subscribe, and thanks for watching.